You could be eating a massive meal right now, and your brain could literally be starving to death. Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah, it's a terrifying thought,
It
honestly.
really is. Today, we're looking into exactly why your mind ages, drawing directly from Dr. Sanjay Gupta's brilliant book, Keep Sharp. This matters because preserving your cognitive health is the absolute key to living longer and preventing chronic disease.
Exactly. Especially after the age of 40. It's a fundamental shift in how we view longevity. It's not just about a ticking clock. It's about what is happening to our neural networks.
Right, and today we'll explore the 5 hidden reasons why the brain begins to age after 40 and the 3 practical habits that can help keep it sharp for years to come.
So let's jump right into it.
Let's do it. The first reason is sugar overload. I kind of think of it like overloading a circuit breaker in your house.
Right, you plug in way too many appliances and bam, the system shuts down to protect itself.
Yeah, but how does that actually work in the brain?
Well, when you consume excess processed sugar, your blood glucose spikes. So, to protect themselves from this toxic surge, your brain's receptors essentially turn off.
Wait, they just refuse the energy, like entirely?
Pretty much. So your stomach is completely full, but your brain cells are actively starved. It's a metabolic blockade so severe that scientists now refer to it as type 3 diabetes.
Wow. But that's only part of the story, because if the brain is starving for energy, what physically happens to the tissue?
That energy crisis directly impacts the physical structure, which brings us to the second reason, the shrinking hippocampus.
Right. Normal aging dictates that, especially after the age of 40, your hippocampus physically shrinks.
Yeah, that little memory center shrinks by roughly 0.5% every single year. The tissue just cannot sustain its own mass without proper fueling.
0.5% every year. I mean, I picture that like a slowly deflating balloon inside the memory center.
Unfortunately, that's a really accurate way to look at it.
Here's where things become really interesting, though. The third reason we age is mental autopilot.
Oh, this is a massive one. It's like a bustling city that completely stops building new roads. Traffic just gets stuck on the same old worn-out highways.
Right, but how does sticking to a strict routine actually cause brain tissue to age?
By halting a process called neurogenesis. When you don't challenge your brain with novelty like, when you drive the exact same route every day, it stops sprouting new brain cells.
Just because it simply doesn't need to adapt.
Exactly. The brain is incredibly efficient. If you aren't using its capacity to learn, it shuts down the construction of new infrastructure.
Most people never realize this, but while all this is happening, there's also a waste management crisis going on. The fourth reason is toxic debris buildup.
Yeah, imagine just forgetting to take out your household trash for months. Every single day, your brain creates metabolic waste.
And we need sleep to clear that out, right?
Right. When you get deep, restorative sleep, your glymphatic system acts like a dishwasher. It flushes away that debris, including amyloid plaques, which are highly linked to Alzheimer's.
Wait, let me stop you there. What exactly is the glymphatic system? Is that like the lymphatic system for the rest of the body?
Very similar, yes. It's the central nervous system's dedicated waste clearance pathway, but it primarily activates during deep sleep. Poor sleep means the trash just stays inside.
Which causes massive cellular damage and accelerates that shrinkage we talked about. The next reason may surprise you because it ties all this together into a systemic breakdown. The fifth reason is chronic inflammation.
Yeah, I picture this as a slow-burning fire inside the body that you can't even see.
So how does that start?
Well, chronic stress and a poor diet trigger an ongoing immune response. Over time, that constant state of high alert, that slow-burning fire, it physically degrades your delicate neural networks.
Okay, so if your brain is shrinking, failing to build new pathways, and filling with debris, what can you do starting today?
Well, the first step is to move. Moderate, regular physical activity releases a protein called BDNF. Think of it as miracle grow for your brain.
Oh, so it actively forces the sprouting of completely new neurons to combat that shrinkage.
Exactly. It's incredibly powerful.
I love that. The second step is to discover. And I love this one. Try something as simple as eating dinner with your non-dominant hand.
Yeah, it sounds silly, but how does eating with your left hand physically rebuild a shrinking brain?
Because it's a novel, awkward task, right?
Exactly. Doing things outside your comfort zone forces the brain to build new neural roads. It builds cognitive reserve.
So if one pathway gets blocked by those plaques later in life, your brain already has a detour ready to go.
You got it.
The third step is nourish. Slash the processed sugar to fix that circuit breaker and stabilize your brain energy.
Right, and you have to hydrate. Just a 2% drop in hydration causes measurable cognitive deficits.
Today we learned 5 important things. Sugar overload starves the brain, the shrinking hippocampus causes memory loss, mental autopilot halts cell growth, toxic debris builds up without sleep, and chronic inflammation burns the system down.
It's a lot to take in, but it's so crucial.
Yeah, and we have 3 practical actions: move, discover, and nourish. The beautiful thing is that your cognitive destiny is entirely in your hands.
It really makes you wonder. Future generations might view cognitive decline not as an inevitable disease of old age, but as a lifestyle condition.
That is a powerful way to look at it. Which of these 5 insights surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments.
This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult your physician or qualified healthcare professional regarding your personal health.
If you enjoy learning from the world's best health books, subscribe to Mosaic Health 40 Plus Stone. This episode was inspired by Keep Sharp by Dr. Sanjay Gupta and enriched with insights from the author's interviews, podcasts, lectures, and public discussions included in our research sources.
Because better health starts with better knowledge.
Books, science, better health.
See you in the next Mosaic Health 40 Plus episode.